all the other planets orbit like this, and Pluto orbits like this. And I heard it takes 200 Earth years for Pluto to go around the sun one time.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So 1 year on Pluto is 200 years on Earth. So since I've been alive, my 37 years is about what, 15
You want to
days
see the moon?
on Pluto?
Well, the day is...
I'm just
step on up and...
Yeah.
Not a whole...
Why is it like
Pluto hasn't moved very far.
What?
Why is it like that? Because there's a mirror in this telescope which flips things. So the reclassification though is absolutely nothing new. Because did you know that in 1850 there were
and it's going on to
20
YouTube
planets in the solar system? Most of them between
Because if you
Mars
log on to
and
YouTube,
Jupiter,
we're streaming live
planets
right now.
such as Ceres and Juno and Pallas and Vesta and Hyperion and a whole bunch of other things which in 1850 all got reclassified as asteroids. So people are in an uproar about Pluto, and I'm like, it's just history repeating itself.
They just didn't name it after a Disney character.
That's right. That's where really did it. Yeah, my pleasure. Oh, you got a telescope.
Yeah, but you're not able to use it. I think
Yeah, you need an eyepiece.
Yeah, maybe he has in the case, right?
It might be so the box that the telescope came in probably has eyepieces.
And when we have the eyepieces, we are able to move it, and so we need to train it, or
Yes.
we need to train, right?
Yeah, well, so you can get an eyepiece and then start off in the daytime, just looking at things on Earth. Just set it on a tabletop.
You want to see the moon?
Look at something far away, like a tree or a telephone pole, and then practice focusing it by moving this in and out. That's how you focus the telescope.
It's right now what we're
Move this in
doing.
or out until the image that you see is nice and sharp. And then once you've mastered that, then you can try pointing it at the moon at night. And once you know how to look at the moon, then you can try stars and planets and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and if I couldn't find that one, is it somewhere that I can buy, or some person that I can help?
Yeah, but for one this small, it would actually be worth just getting another telescope.
You're right.
And I would actually recommend getting one that's a little bit bigger. Like you can get a telescope that's
Don't step in front of
kind of
the...
like that
Okay?
black one over there that all those people are standing around, except for it's a little bit smaller, and it would be the perfect size for him right now. And then even as he grows up, those small telescopes are really good. Like we use little telescopes for stuff all the time because they're nice and easy to use. Just throw them in the trunk of your car, take them out somewhere, set them up, use them, throw them back in the car.
Don't...
But if you come visit us at the observatory, we'll give you some recommendations on good telescopes.
Yeah, I read it that from 1 to 4 tomorrow there is something going on.
Yep. Sunday history tours.
Okay, I guess I can try. Thank you very much. It was nice.
My pleasure.
Come on.
Are we doing solar observations tomorrow or not really? Although they're talking about rain tomorrow.
Yeah, again, it's all weather dependent, but if it's clear, we will be looking at the sun.
I'll be up there, so...
Okay. I will be at my parents' house because it's their anniversary. So, unfortunately, I've got obligations. That's a nice picture. Is there a stream currently running?
Yeah.
All right.
In theory.
In theory.
We saw it while it worked last night.
Yep. I got your message though saying that you got it to work, or you got the streaming app to work.
This is the one I was doing at the Skyline last night. Recording. And I was able to check in.
Yeah, look through that black one over there.
Yeah, well, this one is a little different. This one you just have to look at a screen. So as long as you can see that, then you're looking at it.
My people may have just gone past you.
It's a good setup. Yep. It's great for star parties because everyone can see it all at the same time.
Just don't have the kids pressing on.
How accurate do you guys think this thing is?
Well, let's see. Point it at the moon. And it has the moon. I'd say that's pretty accurate.
Check that out already.
So if you look at that bright star, what it should say, that star's name is Arcturus. And then if you look at that bright star, it should say Vega.
Fred. It should be Fred.
Yep.
Get it?
I would say it's doing pretty well.
this guy, he's got like a screen hooked up to his. So instead of looking through a little viewer, it just shows you what you can see on this little screen right here. And this one, hon, did you look in this one? Because you can see it real clear. So you definitely want to take a look. Here.
No pressure.
Take a look. Once again, don't stop.
I should have brought that refractor.
Michaela, don't
Next month.
wander away.
Next month.
Can you see the
All right.
It's very bright, but the picture's very sharp. Did you do this one, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two more over by those cars over there.
Whoa. Cool thing about this one is we can take pictures.
Like this is, and it's, if you want to take a picture,
And we can zoom in. We can make it brighter, or darker.
That's cool. Neat.
Oh man.
You should see a movie.
here we go. That'll get there.
There you go. I'll give them something to look at.
But you can. It's kind of neat to look at the edge.
Yeah. John.
Good program tonight.
Thank you. Someone had
Yeah. In fact, there's a building with the light on, almost positive. You walk past a building with a shelter, and the next building is the restaurant.
Yeah, so you like that program?
No window picture, the doors are open. Because every once in a while, the ranger is locked up, and you have to go back to.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah. I already had the mental. Sometimes the ranger's locked up. Can't get back to the other building.
Have you seen the moon yet?
Yes.
Through the screen?
Check this out. We got a different take on things.
Oh, okay. It's digital.
Little digital enhancement. That's right. But the cool thing about this is we can record pictures and videos. We can live stream this to YouTube so anyone in the world can see it in real time.
Uh-huh.
The only
Here's some
problem
bug
is
spray.
it works great on the moon, but it's not so good on anything else.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
Well, at least on
we're
these.
catching up. Yeah, with a smartphone. There are other. If we had a bigger budget, we could.
So feel free to donate tonight.
Yes, we could rig
a
up a
tablet?
better. Well, no, there are actually like better dedicated cameras for this job where you can
Oh, okay.
actually.
And I've got ones that I'm just gonna try out tonight to do layers.
Okay. Oh yeah, stack your images.
She and her husband donated that eyepiece in the Mitchell that gives the whole view of the moon.
Oh yeah, what the 50 wide field?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
eyepieces.
Okay.
Thank you.
And he doesn't say that to everyone.
No, I love that
You know, the
eyepiece.
strange thing is we won it when we went to this program, and it was a rain out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was prairie skies
Okay.
near Kankakee.
Okay, well, you can look at either one. But that's a better view there.
Yeah, that is a fantastic eyepiece because it has a nice big wide field of view, so you can see
Hopefully
the
it's
whole
streaming to
moon in that
YouTube live
thing.
right now.
Whereas all the other eyepieces, you're only looking at part of it, and that's nice to be able to
Look
do
at
a
the
lot of
whole thing.
magnification. But I really like seeing the entire thing all at once. The bigger picture.
Technology is okay for the moon, but it's not yet good enough to look at planets or nebulae or galaxies. But the moon is bright enough to work on that.
Probably. Yeah, it's 10.
Try it, sure.
Gonna get a picture?
Some people hit luck.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel ambitious. I'm gonna try doing Saturn again.
Be my guest. However, with an unobstructed 10-inch aperture, it's going to be pretty bright. I would say try something like the Hercules cluster, but it's behind a cloud. You might consider the Ring Nebula, but that's well, it's actually that one's in a clearing, other than just the general haze. I, on the other hand, am going to be right back. I'm going to check and see if the bathroom doors are unlocked.
Yeah, try it again. Try it again, and keep it just a little bit, maybe an eighth of an inch off the.
Have you seen the moon yet with this?
Not with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The key would be holding still. Yeah.
If you step over here,
Oh.
You get a good view of Saturn through this? Make out the rings?
Definitely with this one. Yeah. But some of the other ones that are
Pretty cool. What about Saturn? Can you see it pretty good?
But yeah.
I'll show you what. That's what I was getting ready to point at. We're still trying to work on. This was Saturn through this telescope on the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
We're still. This is relatively new to us on the process, so we're trying to still figure out. And this is not the best telescope to be using for this.
Yeah, mine's the little white one over there. Not much, but you can see it.
I know I can get that without this setup on that one. I can get the rings and stuff with a 6mm eyepiece.
Yeah, I think I have a 9.7 on mine. Huh?
Looking at a nebula in here. At the bottom corner.
Would you mind if we try to look at Saturn?
Sure. You do it.
Oh, wow.
No, you stand where you are over here.
Okay.
And just remember, you break it, you buy it.
Put your hand right here.
right?
Just count. Now, notice where Saturn is to the left of the moon. So you have to move it to the left.
So
Put it in the center of the crosshair.
Yeah.
You can see the rings.
Yeah, you can see the rings.
See one of the moons, at least one of the moons, I think.
Oh, yeah, I see it now.
crap.
Make out the detail.
There we go.
I put it down so you get the whole thing.
Right. I mean, the clarity is there. Good luck. So in the 300 range for the 6 inch.
Yeah, I think Venus and Jupiter.
Identical, except 2 inches smaller than 2.
What time is it?
You have,
The other one of the 8 inch you can also put it larger.
This one's only 15 grand now.
6 inch you have.
15 grand, I'll sell it to you for 10. What do you have there?
Saturn, or in the process.
So where do I look?
They're on the screen.
that might be a request. I was going to say, do you have them on the website?
Now you have to keep moving it too?
Yeah.
Because you've got such a screen that's
Yeah.
so magnified?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now,
That
could you
looks like-
actually take pictures of it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're streaming live to YouTube right now, so.
Really?
You get the most
Oh my
inches
goodness.
aperture money.
How cool.
The most bang for your buck. Okay. That's the time you get to replace it. The real reason
You have to constantly adjust it. 'Cause
I'm just
it's,
getting ready. I'm just got it onto this, so I'm.
you can haul it around. Yeah. That's the, but if you going from 6 to 8 it just goes up like tens of dollars, whereas going from 8 to 10 takes you up hundreds of dollars. Yeah. So it's a bigger price. So that's why I highly
Let me
recommend.
do something.
Okay. Yeah. This is a fantastic telescope.
Looks like it eclipsed.
They had a telescope, the telescope that I use like a microscope in biology.
You would think it would have some kind of thing that moves it
This is a little lower.
Except for even bigger.
so it.
And thought my parents would do for an upgrade. So I got him one of these.
Wow, that's
There it is again.
And I might even get one for myself because you can never have one. Why have one telescope?
there you go. Were you able to get a decent kind of picture? Yeah.
It's tough. It's hard to hold the phone in exactly the right spot and then hold it steady so you can take a picture. Which is why
Why do you think it just shows a ring?
Because that's the photo I've got. Like that.
Sometimes it's white and sometimes it's a
the
string.
photo I've got on here on my phone. Because I could change it. I can make this.
Whatever it looks like. Whatever you want it to look like, whatever kind of picture you have.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Negative or...
This way,
Yeah.
we could say you see the rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This thing, mine is ancient, and in that bracket,
That's cool.
it still gets really, really good pictures.
So what could you tell me the difference between these two telescopes?
Yeah, so this is a 10-inch scope versus 8. And this is also, it's a different brand, and unfortunately I don't think they make these anymore. Because this one, you'll notice, well, it's hard to see in the dark, but if you examine that tube, you see it's a piece of cardboard.
Feel free to feel.
Yeah, you can run your hands on it. It's just a cardboard tube on basically a compressed composite board base.
Ooh, what are we looking at here?
That's Saturn.
That's Saturn with some
okay.
digital enhancements.
I see.
And that little thing right there is its moon Titan.
Mm.
Only you need the enhancement in order to see Titan. There it is. There's
Oh,
Titan. That
okay, I
moon
see.
with that thick atmosphere.
That's why we were doing it.
Methane. So that's one of the cool things about a cell phone mounting bracket, because not only can we see, we can do digital enhancements to try to bring out different detail. Like, it's really cool when he puts this thing on the moon and plays around with the color corrections and that kind of stuff. But we can take pictures, we can record video, and we can even live stream this to YouTube. So
Which
people around
hopefully
the
it
world-
is right now.
Hopefully, hypothetically, it is currently live streaming YouTube. Only we didn't tell anyone about it, so no one's watching right now. But later on, at the end of the evening, that video will stay up on YouTube where people can go and watch it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is it recording sound at all, or?
I hope not.
I think that would be hilarious, frankly. I would record it with sound. Get a little commentary in there, and so you know what you're looking at.
It might be.
All right, good. Keep it that way.
They keep finding them, but you can only see one right now. And that's that little starlight right on the side of it.
There you go, teeny tiny little Saturn, which just went out of the field of view.
Come on, Pep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that's,
Whoa.
yeah.
What does that look like without the...
What?
What does it look like without the effects? Okay, so here's your problem. The telescope's too big. It's collecting so much light that Saturn is completely washed out. I'm going to try to block some of that light. And, of course, we've got to repoint this thing, which is easier said than done. I got it.
I know what you're talking about.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
There.
Yeah.
And as soon as I step away, boom, completely overexposed.
Do they have like filters or anything you could put over?
Yep. Unfortunately, just didn't bring any.
What filters? Other than the aperture?
It's just the aperture reducer. But in this case, I will be the aperture reducer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
There it is. Now you can see those rings.
That's fantastic.
How did you get here of the event tonight? Okay.
We've always wanted to go.
So, how long have you guys had an interest in this? 'Cause I know, like, when I was a kid, I kind of had an interest and then kind of didn't for a while. And just recently, we've kind of really gotten into it.
For me, it's about the same. I've actually started about a week and a half ago. I had first contact with Sarah.
A week and a half ago? I mean like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
It's like, man, he's progressed fast.
A week, yeah.
I forget which time space dimension I'm in again.
Yeah. It's all relative.
Normally what they do.
Yeah, so for me, I was lucky enough to grow up somewhere where you could step out into the backyard and see the Milky Way and stars and stuff, and so my dad and I would do a lot of stargazing, although admittedly when I was really young, I was just, like, too young to really understand and appreciate it.
Yeah.
Although I did like talking to my dad. I asked him all sorts of questions about, like, how the universe worked and stuff, because I was really into science.
Yeah.
And then when I was 8 years old, I decided I was going to become an astronaut. And to prepare, I knew I had to learn about space. So I would grab every single book I could find on astronomy and read it, and I would watch anything that came on TV regarding space.
Wow.
And you know, made myself like a child expert. Uh-oh, battery not charging. I'll let you.
You
handle
break it,
that.
you buy it.
Oh man. And then, however, during that time, I actually didn't do a lot of stargazing because you know, I was so busy with school and Castor and Pollux. Castor is actually a group of 6 stars, all orbiting each other. But that's technically different than a star cluster.
But
See if I can find a star cluster.
if you look at the brightest star in that,
Yeah.
there's 2.
Yes, that is correct. That's because that one bright star is really 2 stars right next to each other, so close that with the unaided eye we can't separate them.
That is
But with
Mitsar.
the telescope, Mitsar and Algol and I don't know the names of the other ones. So a star cluster is a cluster of stars.
Kind of like the summer triangle, right?
Just like the summer triangle is a triangle in the summer. But star clusters, over time, well, there are 2 different kinds of star clusters. There's a globular cluster, which is a big ball of hundreds or thousands, tens or hundreds of thousands of stars. That's what I'm trying to say. And there are things called open clusters, which over time get ripped apart by the tidal forces of the galaxy. And stars that are in multiple systems, like binaries, trinaries, and whatnot, they are neither of those things. Because another thing, clusters are huge, like hundreds or thousands of light years across, whereas a star system that contains multiple stars will be less than 1 light year across. So there's a huge size difference. But now that the clouds have dissipated, I can show you an example of a star cluster, a globular cluster in the constellation Hercules, which is almost straight up above us. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, right there. So this is Hercules. That's like the center of his torso, and he's got legs coming down here and arms coming up here, and right here in his armpit is a globular cluster, one of the biggest and brightest globular clusters visible from Earth, called the Great Cluster in Hercules. So I'm going to point this thing at this globular cluster, and you can see for yourself the difference between a glob and a multiple or binary or trinary star system. The only problem is it's kind of hard to aim these kinds of telescopes on when things are straight up. So it might take a little bit of effort on my part. There it is, pretty sure. Maybe either that or this finder is just out of focus.
It's out of focus.
Yeah. Well, no, it's still there though. I think that's it. I mean, I know that's it, the main telescope. Switch over a little bit, rotate around, center it up. Maybe adjust the focus. Yeah, maybe, but honestly, that kind of stuff happens all the time.
Right, I know. That's big.
There you go.
They put it in the media.
So that's the Great Cluster in Hercules. That's a globular cluster, one of these balls of hundreds of thousands of stars. And then let's see, I'm going to try to find an open cluster to point at. There are lots of open clusters visible tonight. Problem is they're all down in that haze. And I'm trying to think of open clusters in this area of the sky, and I'm drawing a blank.
Did you find the winter time is a better time, like a clear?
Well, there's less haze in the winter, however, it's more often overcast. So it's a give and take. The real answer is any night that you can see the stars is a good night for stargazing.
Aaron.
Yes. Is that the live stream?
Yes.
Nice.
With the delay.
Yeah, a little bit of delay, but that's okay. It has to go to space. It's coming from space to the phone, back to space.
No, to the tower. Then.
Yeah, so this is being broadcast live to the internet.
Semi-live.
Almost live to the internet.
About 12-second delay.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, even NBC has
Just
a
in
delay,
case someone,
right?
just in case the moon moons
Somewhere I
us.
must have a censor button somewhere.
Oh,
You know, it's in
Somebody
case
slipped
it's
in
in
a bad
case
word.
something moons
yeah,
us.
exactly.
Oh.
That's actually really cool right there. That's a
Yeah.
really nice view.
It's a great picture.
And it's about to disappear. Oh, it's still got a while.
It keeps on growing.
Just keeps on going. Although here's the Terminator, where daylight terminates into darkness.
That's where the aliens are at, over on the dark side of the moon.
That's right.
I must have the solar rise on still.
No effect. Crank up that brightness. There it is.
On the moon, we have to go.
Well, you do when you're zoomed all the way in like that. Or that's not even all the way in. This is all the way in.
Is China the one that's getting ready to go back up to the moon?
In
Thought
what
they were-
sense? Like
well, they want to
sending
mine.
astronauts?
There's some mineral on the moon they want to mine.
Well, so
They wanted to mine everywhere.
well,
so.
right now it's private companies that are looking at that. China, their plan is to send astronauts to the moon just for the sake of doing that. Kind of like we
wanna see the
were back in the '60s. Although really back then we weren't doing it for the sake of doing it. We were doing it to beat the Soviets to do
Or
it.
actually, if I need to, I can show you.
All you have to do is just look right here. It's really easy to use this telescope. There's the moon. That's a real picture.
That's a real picture of what we're seeing right there. They
Zoomed
made it
way in.
really,
Why
really
is it
cool.
moving?
Because he's moving it.
Well, it's also the reason it's moving right now. He's not touching the telescope, but it's still moving. That's because the Earth is rotating and it's carrying the telescope along with it.
But
So
we're
the
moving.
telescope's pointing in a different part of the sky.
Very slowly, we're moving with.
Actually, not very slowly. We're moving pretty
Yeah,
quickly.
we're going about 700 miles an hour. Let's see, that's north, so that's east. 700 miles an hour that way.
But if we look up there, does it look like we're moving that fast? But we really are, look.
We are. When you restrict your view to a teeny tiny little window like we've done in the telescope, that's when you can see how fast we're moving around in
Like
circles.
looking out the car window. That's really fast, right?
That's right.
Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it? Look, oh, look at those
Oh,
ones.
how's it going?
Look at all those craters. Do you see those?
What is that?
Well,
That's
thanks
where
so
the
much
asteroids
for
go.
For the lesson and everything.
My
And they
pleasure.
bump it.
Thanks for coming
Then
out.
they leave
Yeah.
holes in there. Oh, isn't that neat?
Good news is, when you get home, this will all be somewhere on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can watch it all again.
We'll look for it for sure.
We can go home soon.
Um,
Yes. Are you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
TWKSBG is my username on YouTube, and
Okay, thank
it'll be,
you.
it'll be one of my videos.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, we'll look you up.
And I'll try to
Bubby.
post
Have a
on
good-
the
have a
get
good
it posted
night.
on the
We'll be taking
Sensor
one and
for
set it up.
website
Oh, you
Facebook
did?
page.
Okay,
Alright.
yeah, we'll look there too.
Let's go. We're all finished. Now we need to go ahead and
Try to track you down. But yeah, thank you all again. Appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thanks for coming out.
You know how amped I am. It's working.
Yeah, I'm glad. Oh, that sounded like John. Why is this focuser not working now?
Hold on. Let me. Now try it. Hey,
Ah,
John.
there it is.
Being what's being broadcast on YouTube. There's a delay.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the camera. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'll be darned. There it is.
Hang on, I'm getting them back. This finder is way off. And I managed to lose it royally. There it is.
How can you lose the moon?
I lost the moon. It's coming. It's a-coming. It's a-coming.
But I will definitely post this link on the
Facebook page.
So you guys can post.
Yeah.
It'll be not live, but people will be able to go and view it.
See it after the fact, yeah.
Proof of concept to Dean.
That's right. Take that, Dean.
15 telescopes tonight.
Nice.
I was expecting 6.
Come on, I need a good bright crater to focus on.
Zoom out a little bit. That's.
Yeah, I want to get this nice scrolling capture of the moon. Yeah, we've got that mountain range there. Nice crater, lots and lots of scintillation. It's all boily. That looks really cool, yeah. So I have, I told Dean the other night that during special events in which you have been recently doing the planet walk over and over and over again, it would be a better use of your knowledge and talents.
Want to see the moon?
Check this out. You're gonna see it like you haven't seen it anywhere else tonight.
If you can.
If I can re-point the telescope at it.
It's also on YouTube.
Yep, this is live.
Way better than mine.
Live streaming to YouTube.
And there's the proof.
Or semi-live.
I can change the focal length maybe to zoom out, get the bigger picture if I can find the right knob. Oh, and that also did that.
Want to do it?
Yeah, I got it. Are these top? No, they're loose. There it is. Where's that set screw? There it is. There it is. Tune up the focus. There it is. Maybe a little more exposure value, get those craters on the terminator. And then of course you can also do fun things like that. Zoom in with the digital zoom.
Fairly amazing.
Yep. This is a project we've been working on at the observatory, and the original intention was to make it so that people who can't climb the steps to get up to the big telescopes can still see something, see what everyone else gets to see, by basically putting a camera on a telescope, riding piggyback on the big guys, and sending live video to a big TV that we have.
Neat.
So here you go, here's the proof of concept, and then streaming it to YouTube is just a side benefit. But yeah, so I was saying, I told Dean that it would be a better use of your knowledge and skills to do this during our special events. So I've saved you from the planet walk.
Thank you.
Not that there's anything wrong with the planet walk. It just it's nice to do things
other than.
Variety is good.
What's that?
Variety is good.
That's right. Do things. Do something different every now and then. The only problem with this apparatus is that right now it only really works on the moon. Other objects, like you can see Saturn, for example, but it doesn't look nearly as good as what you see with the naked eye. In order to correct that, we need a better camera, like a dedicated camera attached to a computer that we can do real-time image processing with in order to try to generate the same picture that your brain generates with the information coming from your eyeball. And a telescope that automatically tracks the sky would be nice too.
That would be nice, yeah.
That would be nice. So yeah, this was a big turnout.
15 scopes tonight. I think that might be on the
Excellent,
record.
John.
Yeah.
It's not a record. 16's the record.
16? Well, then we got 16.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We tied.
Have you ever worked with
I'll put a lens on my
Les
camera.
Lyle, the astronomer at Thomas More?
No.
He's now one of our volunteer presenters at the observatory. And he says he gives stargazes with his observatory on campus. And he got the people who sign up for email alerts.
And I
He said he was going to send
this
out to
if I'm on
that
the same
email
network,
list
which I am
for the
right
event
now.
tonight.
Cool.
So I was trying to
in
fury
theory,
people,
be able to control
how they
my
heard
phone
about it.
via this.
And
Yeah.
So
none
I
of
can
them
take
said
the
they heard it through that
pictures
source,
and
but that's another
like the-
advertisement source for us. So.
do the
Oh,
like
I
so
sent out
don't
on
jar it and stuff.
How's it
Facebook
going?
again.
Yeah.
Or not again, for the first time.
Okay.
Just
Well,
get
most
becoming
people said they
familiar with
That would be good.
either was on the web or on our homepage.
I mean, if we had this thing
Yeah,
like
that
on a,
first family of
say we
four
had it
that-
on a
that
tracking
showed up
telescope,
as well,
you could be
I was
inside
starting
next to
worry
the
about it.
TV,
Nobody's there
Yeah.
anymore.
controlling it with
And I
that.
said, well, he called
Or
the
my
number
laptop,
that
actually.
he had, and he
Yeah,
said,
or
no, it's
your
still
laptop.
on there.
So your
They're on the observatory's phone.
your mount's working out pretty well.
Yep. Although it's really his phone that's doing all
some of the people
doing all the work.
signed up for our Park
His
Smarts
phone's doing. Oh,
are-
he's
were here,
controlling.
and they're still here.
Yeah. Well, this is his.
This is
phone.
the YouTube stream.
Yeah, this is
Oh, okay.
we're live streaming this to YouTube right now.
Oh, I
There
see.
used to be the sand volleyball court.
Yeah, I didn't
We
remember.
were
Yeah.
here last year.
Okay, I didn't remember being in parking lot. No.
We could actually move out there. Is that somebody else? Or is it just cars?
I just see a car, a truck, looks like.
Because we could move out there if you think it would be.
It's interesting. Two airplanes on the horizon there. One of them
Right over there.
fades in and out. The other's pretty
Park
steady.
everybody here and then
Aliens.
walk over there. We hoped at one time to put some pads
Yeah, I remember that program.
with
I think it's funding for. It was going to be down in the. It was going to be like an
Long day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the
Woke
top
up
is where the
before
tables are.
7. Finished up some video processing. Drove up to Dayton. Spent the day up there. Drove back. Drove out to Batavia for an hour and a half or so. Then drove out here, and here I am.
How was it? How well was that attended this morning? Up to Dayton?
Seemed like a pretty good sized group.
somebody coming
Yeah,
out.
I was supposed to go, but
setting up
I had family. No, I had family show up. So I emailed Usher.
Cool. We can do live chat on YouTube.
Programs coming out.
Yeah. Chat about the
And it's going
moon.
to be in this park.
Another thing we should try, in fact, you might consider trying this tomorrow.
Out where
Put this on a solar telescope.
I-
Like
Yeah.
that white refractor, you can put a white light.
Are you going to go back up to the observatory tonight, or
Yeah, because I got
I
to
can
drop this
go?
off.
I can go. I'll go with you. Show me where the stuff is.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know.
Maybe we can get John to go with us, and then we can go out for another chili run.
Okay.
I wonder if the internet heard that.
But it's to express back migration.
Put it back in.
Tom, I used to tell you what he was working on with us with the observatory.
Aren't you happy my dad came in that day and?
Yeah, it's
Country areas.
set something in motion.
Widely spaced, all sky.
Because as a result,
Did he ever get a mount for his telescope? That's why he came
I
in.
think he did.
Is a meteor comes into the sky.
Plus,
If all three cameras pick it up.
my old
they
phone
can
has.
accumulate.
We've got a telescope in the Miracle basement, so I can to get to the wash and dryer. I have to
And one of the sites
go.
is at the observatory.
And this is not ours.
Two of them are
He was
down in
packing it
Kentucky.
up to ship off to California for someone else. He
He knows
got
all the
it.
details. I'm not touching the program. He is.
So you might be able to find them?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I suppose if one does land, then there'll be a math race to.
Yep. Then all the meteorite collectors.
Yeah.
I'm just so
In fact,
happy
well,
this
I
is
monitor
actually
every
working
night
as planned.
that particular web
Finally.
thing.
And
And sure enough,
How many
they
other
give contact to,
things it's taken forever to do?
local
This is actually
airports'
not that.
radar systems.
It's just figuring out what to do.
Yep.
Tokyo, I
You
think
had the
he's
idea and
American, but
just-
he's over in Tokyo.
Not the
There's a way
hardware
of
and
triangulating with one
I've never
radar. I
live
don't know how he
streamed
does it.
to YouTube,
And,
although I imagine I could
he sends out
figure it
the
out.
grids, and
But
next day
that'd be
3 or 4
interesting
of
for
these
some of the
collectors,
programs.
well, I'm in Kentucky.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we're searching. And
It just doesn't have to be hooked up to the telescope. I could have it on center or whatever,
Tornado chaser.
Yeah, we could
Yeah.
do a lot with this.
and with the YouTube.
There's much we could do.
Yeah.
We've got live chat and
Yep. So people in the past have talked about like trying to boost our social media presence and activity.
I
think
do.
like a YouTube live stream with live chat would help out with that a lot.
With my web hosting design, I do social media.
Yeah.
I do stuff with Facebook. I do Twitter.
Yeah.
Instagram and so, and I know I literally get a couple magazines in the mail of what to do this month to make you appear better on Facebook, or
Nice.
because they keep on changing everything.
Yes, they do. Oh, and they keep trying to sell me stuff too for the Stone Lake Facebook page. Like, oh, you should boost this post. 10 people looked at it. Boost it. It'll only cost you $10.
More people you have, more cost.
The more people you have, the more. Alright. I'm actually going to grab one of my headlights. Okay, I will be back.
Famous last words.
I will be back.
But it's actually broadcasting to YouTube. That's neat.
Saturn? No, whatever you're looking at. It's going to be very big in this telescope. Very bright and big. I'm here. You'll see colorful stars because they're closer, very bright. Look at the light. Oh! Through this telescope. And even for big you might see like
John, you want to see something real cool? The moon. And just, it's going to start actually getting details. As you can see.
There it comes, yeah. Oh, okay, now I see what you got. Yeah, okay. Huh. Terminator. Wow, it's picking up stuff you can't even see with naked eye with the telescope visual.
That's why I like this.
What's the what mode is that?
Solarized.
Oh. Wow.
Now we have multi-moon.
Yeah, now the actual what you normally see. Yeah. Wow. Very nice.
Go ahead, Mom. It's moving. See it move. Thank you.
Want to see the moon?
Sure.
Luna.
Stop on over here.
Oh, he's got electronics.
I'm cheating.
That's cool.
So you see this. You can almost see more of the details and the craters in this view. And this is all being rendered on my phone.
Wow, that is neat. Can you zoom in on that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Mom. And see how it moves?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
And then put it back in the normal. Plus, with this, we can we're streaming to YouTube, and and actually, it's working for a change.
It's always good when that happens.
We spent the past 2 nights trying to get streaming to YouTube without any luck.
Wow. What other things do you have on there?
My emails, my bills.
Are you young enough to remember a children's program that had a character on there named Luna? It was a character on it was a cartoon type thing.
It sounds familiar, but I can't say what.
And Luna used to say goodnight.
Okay, yeah.
I used to watch those things.
Oh, did you?
Well, I had the grandchildren. I had to watch them.
So what else are you?
And then,
got all kinds of stuff on there. That's enough to confuse you.
Confuse me too. I have to sit back like, okay, this app starts with what letter, and where does this fall in the alphabet?
I admire you young people. I really do. There's no way I could wrap my head around stuff like that.
Let me ask you this: could we see Saturn?
Okay, let me pull up some of the Saturn real quick. This was from a couple nights on the 22nd, our first night trying to do this. This is as big as we could get it. So we had to basically zoom in, and you really can't see much. This is what we've got
yeah,
tonight.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
And with this, we can't really.
There it is.
We're getting too much light to see the rings.
Looks grainy.
Because we had to zoom in, plus you had to zoom in.
Right.
Plus we had Aaron, the presenter tonight. He was staying here, blocking some of the light so we could actually get to see the rings. And that was one of our attempts at Saturn. So right now, with this telescope, we can really only do the moon. But last night we did used another telescope. These are all gonna. This is Saturn. You can somewhat see the rings. Again, now you can somewhat better see it. Again, we were using the solarized filter, which was showing more of the contrast. You can somewhat see this darker spot inside. That was Saturn, and then this, and then that's the rings around it.
You know what it almost looks like?
A smiley.
No, a rendition of like a black hole or something.
Okay, we captured a black hole last night.
The ones they show on TV. Anyway.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
That's pretty cool. Well, thanks.
Thanks for coming out tonight.
Right, you bet. It's been a pleasure.
Have you guys been up to the our main
observatory?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been many times.
That's a neat place.
Oh yeah, that's what got me interested in this stuff. Well, let's
okay.
nosy back up. We'll see if somebody's looking at something.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks again. Thanks for coming out tonight.
seem to know a lot about this stuff. You're saying you were streaming that to YouTube?
Yeah. I can.
So in the morning, if I would, not that I'm going to find it, but I could find it in the morning, right?
Yeah, because.
Let me ask you this then. Do they ever have have you ever heard of anybody having like a satellite pass in front of the moon?
It wouldn't surprise me, but this is like our third or fourth night actually trying. Actually, yeah. So trying to get this worked out. Each day is a big leap because, like, last night we weren't able to broadcast to YouTube. Right now, it's not a totally live stream. So the audio works.
Yeah.
But at the main observatory, we'd be able to attach it to one like this, so they don't have to go up and down the ladders or the stairs, and we can have in the TV downstairs or wherever people could view it. We could broadcast directly to the TV without going through YouTube, or we can go through YouTube and then have it later on and have like an archive of the videos of what's been done for the public.
Cool. Have you ever looked through
No.
Bino? I would sit down, it's probably the better because you get more stable.
Probably blinding. Won't be able to for a week, but. A lot more clear than. I'm not used to using these type of scopes.
I'd like to have. I got an electronic eyepiece. I don't know. It magnifies it a lot. It looks about like what you're looking at right there. When you put it on a TV or something.
Yeah, but this.
I think it's too magnified. I'd like to be able a little more control over that part.
The neat thing with this, it's just your. So any of.
Same as this fits right on.
Yeah, and so this goes on top of the eyepiece.
Yeah.
And then I can screw this on top of the eyepiece. Crap.
I think you can get like camera mounts for these for my telescope. And my wife's got a Nikon. I could probably put that on there and then just record what I want.
Yeah, because go through some of my.
It wouldn't do all the stuff you could. At least I don't know. Maybe it would. But,
I might be able to do some things better. The first shot we took, or I took.
okay. Almost. So see, yeah, you can make it any size you want.
Yeah. We tried doing Saturn on the. That was Saturn on, I think, that exact scope that John had out.
Yeah.
And tell me what you think that is.
Well, I can't. I don't have my glasses. I don't know. Is that maybe something it was moving, or was that what?
Oh, we're not sure. Not sure. We're aiming at Saturn, which is towards the airport. We don't think it was a satellite. I went through the like the night before because I got a timestamp of like when it was taken, and couldn't find that. I was thinking plane because but UFO.
Yeah,
But Saturn. Ooh, Titan too. I didn't realize that.
yeah. Start to get the shape. Seems.
But primarily, this works a lot on the moon, better on the moon. Oh. Again, Saturn. Enigma machine. With one of the moon filters on. That's with the solar eyes. With my camera has built in. I'm not quite sure what exactly it does, but it makes pretty pictures.
Mm-hmm.
With being negative and I'm just finding some of the various filters my camera app has can actually bring out some of the details and that's Saturn with rings.
Yeah.
That's the light post at the observatory. That's Saturn again, but moved too quickly. With this, you can almost begin to see the... Here is... We were using one of the refractor telescopes at the observatory last night. And this is... We primarily were sticking with this because you can actually see the rings and then the absence... Yeah. Actually, this can show it a little better. You can almost see the whole... Again, this.
Let's make that out.
Okay. That is a star, which I forgot that I had a filter on, so. You can. Last night when we had very fine clouds going over through the cloud. This is with the dark side of the moon with the clouds, with the. And then here is Saturn tonight with Aaron basically standing like right here to get the light because we need an aperture for it. And that's with one of the filters and.
That's pretty neat. All the stuff in the phone. Take over some.
Mm-hmm. That's right now.
Yeah. So, do that. That. Then solar eyes. So you can still bring out more of the contrasts and stuff. Another one is negative. But with this, we're live streaming to YouTube right now.
I wonder how many people in the world are checking it out.
None, because I can. Yeah, none. We didn't know the audio was working. But with this, we can do live chats. Anywhere I have a data connection, I'm right now broadcasting in 1080 to YouTube. So anywhere in the world people can access it. Then we've got live chat that's already built in that we didn't know of, where people could comment. But we're gonna looking at up at the observatory where we have like the Clark telescope, which is up a story, and then up the ladder, attaching this to one of the finder scopes. So those could be down in the main rotunda, be able to look on the TV and see what's going on, so they don't feel like they're left out and have.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's just cool.
Well, think what that'll do for people in wheelchairs or
Yeah.
that just don't feel comfortable climbing. Fantastic. And that's something. That's a special thing that you can promote.
Yeah.
That's another draw.
That, and we've also got a. Wait, do you remember seeing this last night? I don't know. Let's go look. We've now got a copy of it.
Amazing.
This is with the. Normally I don't like using the digital zoom on a camera because it gets so blocky. With this, if you get the focus right with the all zoomed in, you can zoom out, and no matter how much you zoom in and out, it stays focused. Plus, when we're dealing with the kids, it's at least once a night a kid goes, or it gets moved, or with this, it's a lot harder. You don't really need to contact as much.
Really nifty. Well, keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Oh, look. Look.
Where's he?
What, Aaron?
Yeah. Where is he?
Last time I heard about, maybe 30 minutes ago, he went to the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
30 minutes ago.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. That's something new they're working on in the observatory.
That's great.
So that people who can't go up and down the steps.
That's
Thanks.
a great idea.
My next school teacher.
Look at this, honey. Look at this.
Oh, well, honey. There's
So that
we thought we'd
beautiful.
let her talk and let her mechanics.
Beautiful.
She's gonna. I'm telling you, she's up on that.
Oh, yeah, I
She's in
am.
real estate, so she knows all about that.
Oh, this is not the fellow that did the
No.
we wanted.
I'm his slave.
Oh, you're his
Oh,
slave.
no. But that's an excellent. What do you got? You got a camera hooked up to that.
This is actually a Sony Xperia Z3.
And that then is
And how does that buy
transmitting
batteries?
to YouTube. If you had your phone here on YouTube, you can catch that image.
Or I've got a tablet and why?
May I ask what the cost is or something like that?
The phone was about $327.95 plus shipping.
What about this?
Well,
Is that what that is?
That's the phone. Just
The main thing that's driving it is the phone.
Oh,
And
that's the phone.
That's the phone.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
It's your
not
cell
paying
phone.
attention. That's
I
a
thought
cell
that was a
phone.
camera.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Boy, does that say, that would be wonderful.
And it's a universal adapter to take a phone to a telescope, you know.
And it's a basic Android that...
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And now it's actually transmitting to the web, so if you hit a...
Or say that you've got a tablet...
Well, there goes the night vision. Screw that.
It's been long gone with this, so...
So tell him.
So there, yeah.
Like, you've got my phone number.
Basic Android that...
Okay.
It's unbelievable.
We're all toppling.
It's just amazing.
Kind of spooky.
Old people like us, we're like, oh my God.
Just make a light of it, but it's
Plus, I can do things with this. With this, my night vision has already been gone, so... A, I can definitely take pictures. 20.1 megapixel pictures.
Where are those French people? There they are right here, these girls from France.
But let me show you some more of the contrasts.
Well, let me get them over here, because they need to see this.
Oh, good.
He's also worked at...
This crowd here.
No kidding.
Should come over here and see
Oh,
this.
for God's sake.
I hate to bring it over here, but...
I'll be here for a while.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I use that scope more than any other scope. Yeah, I use that.
I can see why. I thought you'd bring your smaller.
Questar?
I keep forgetting you got this.
No, the reason I don't bring the Questar because you set it up. If people look at it, you can't see. You know, it's an inch and well, even less than an inch and a quarter. Everything's virgin, and you look at it, you can't see it. They're thinking that's why I got that. It's 2-inch eyepieces, and you don't have to say, well, there it is. You know,
This is a 1080 eyepiece.
Well, I'm telling you, that's the way to go. That is really the way to go.
That's inexpensive.
Oh, that sounds like eyepieces.
Yeah. Well, it was a case. I saw cap.
It still sounds expensive.
$75 a piece. University Optics had them on sale. And Steve called me up. He said, "You're looking for 2-inch eyepieces?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Try these." And I can't tell the difference if they're good or bad or exapupil and all this other garbage. It works fine. These damn things are that big around. But that's great for me. I don't have to squint.
And
Well, that's great.
And if you know how to do it, you can hook it up to a TV.
Wow.
I can hook this up to a TV in 3 different ways, apparently. Actually 4.
What are we doing?
I'm bringing him some customers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Keep him going now. Try to get Saturn. That's always a nice thing. Oh, don't do that. Leave it on. That's fine.
No, you should see. I'm going to show you what we did.
We didn't cloud it out.
Well, they're coming over here, so.
Anyway, Mr. John, I'll see you on the 16th.
Awesome.
You want to see Saturn? This was taken earlier.
And like I said, don't forget.
Same method tonight, except Aaron, the presenter, was basically standing like right here to block out. It was too bright.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So if you see Mike, tell him we said hello.
I'll put it back on the moon, because that was good for them to see. These are just girls who visited here
We missed him.
today.
Huh?
He's down in Florida. I think he's coming back Monday. I think Monday. This coming Monday.
I guess school starts pretty soon.
Yeah.
He's got to get going for that. Okay.
Have fun, guys.
Well, listen.
Thank you for coming out.
Well, thank you very much, John. Did a good job.
I'm glad we don't have to send a search party.
This is there, yeah.
Well, let me shake your hand. Oh, it was excellent. I really enjoyed it.
I'm an amateur, and it was great.
This is my wife, Sharon. Not Paul Morgan. Well, she's been. I was a school teacher, so I was really impressed with the asking, and the kids grew a lot.
Well, we grew up, hell, we didn't know
exactly right.
none of that. I mean, all we knew there was nothing like they asked. The 4 planets, the Pluto. I said, you did a great job. I really did. How long have you been up there observing right now?
Well, I've been a volunteer since 2009.
Good.
But they haven't been paying me.
They don't pay you.
Well, they've only been paying me for the last year, so.
Who do I call and talk to them?
No, I get paid now.
Well, I'll call them up and say, hey.
You always tell them I deserve a raise.
I think we all do, don't we?
You around when Paul Knorr was there?
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, Paul Morgan and Paul Knorr were very good friends.
Very good friends. Oh, yeah. In fact, his dad was my baseball coach.
Wow.
At Western Hills. And Knorr, we had some. Anyway, we had some good times, didn't we, John? We had a good time.
Have you been out to CAS?
I have not been out to
Okay,
CAS. I still need to go
When
there.
you get out there, they got the 8-inch, the old 8-inch clock, 1950.
Yeah.
You got a dome on it.
Yeah.
And the members built that all Paul were in the photograph when they did the dome.
Right.
He constructed the dome on
No, fiberglass, and then lath on top of that, and we, ready for this? As dumb as I am, I got up there with this big disc sander. It was on the ground, it was in a drive when you pulled it. Here's the thing. So anyway, the upshot of it is I'm buffing this fiberglass, T-shirt, shorts. I am telling you, by 1 o'clock, I was all of a sudden.
Might as well go roll around in a patch of poison ivy.
Exactly what it was. I was lucky. I had a bathe, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Nora and I go way, way back. John, he came on the scene.
Right.
What, yeah, you came on. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you came on the scene. We did that in 64, 65. We got the epoxies from Evercoat out in by Lincoln Airport. Fiberglass Evercoat, remember that outfit?
I don't remember that.
Well, Roland Johnson is the one that got it for us. Okay. He designed it, and up there you should have that drawing about yay big, black and white. That's what it. That was something. That was really something. We made plywood, lath, lath on top of that, and then we took this, what do they call it? And you put the epoxy on top of that, and then you want to dye later on. Then the shutters didn't work properly. They were, we had some good times. Amateur job, but it's still there.
Yeah. Not bad.
Right after the.
Yeah, 19.
And you had taken off.
I was in service in 68, and that was all done. It was done in 67 or 66. Because it was brought down that god-awful sidewalk. Fox was involved with it, Woods, and Howard Dutton, Nora,
Your
Morgan.
father and brother.
Yeah, they were in it. Yeah, they helped put me up on the dome. That's what that photograph is. Oh, Dan Woods. And his brother, I forgot his brother. You called me one night on those names.
Yeah, I was trying to find who they were.
Yeah.
Book probably.
Yeah, doing it. But anyway, I'm going to go not bore you anymore, but great. Like I was saying to John, if you need any help, like telescopes or anything, give me a call and I'll help you. Do you do any outreach stuff?
Finally retired.
I'm going to retire after the 4th job.
Okay.
But if you need any help, I'll help you any way I can.
Cool. Sounds good.
Okay. I'll see you on the 16th, John.
Very good.
You take care.
Okay.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Have a great night.
Sure, bye.
How's it going?
It's the moon.
It's the moon. At least it's not the Death Star. Oh man, I am exhausted.
Did you go to Dayton?
I did, yes.
Did you stay for the full tour or just take off?
Well, we didn't exactly do the full tour because it turns out the full tour was broken into components. There was a...
All right.
I hear but look.
Come over here.
Let's see. Joy?
That's a cell phone.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Screenshot. Hey.
That is a
What am I supposed to
Oh, look at that. I love looking at those craters. That's really super.
Nice.
That
Should I
is.
get that?
Oh, Daddy will like that. That is nice. My husband has the one on his Android that we stand on the deck and we just, point.
Oh, the
and
thing. Yeah, those are
and
so popular. Yeah.
It lets us kind of know what's going on.
That's
Come
a
over
cell
here,
phone.
Lou.
Yeah.
Look what he can do on the
Attach
cell.
in place of an eyepiece.
That's cool.
So this
Into
is
the
what you
eyepiece.
see through the...
Yeah.
It's a cell phone attached to a camera.
Ah, that's even better. And
So
can
where's
you
the
see Saturn? Saturn?
We tried earlier tonight.
Because it's much closer than the other ones, no? Tu vois?
This is what we got for Saturn.
Okay.
Cool.
Ah, you can still see.
Yeah, that's great.
And so the eyepiece is just hooked up to the telescope there.
It goes. There's a main eyepiece, and there's an adapter that goes on top of it, and then my phone's on top of that.
Okay.
The only modification is the cell phone is clamped to a bracket, which is clamped to the eyepiece.
Uh-huh.
Other than that, it's the same kind of telescope you look through.
Oh, cool.
Oh, celle-là. Tu essaies de l'attraper? C'est ce que j'essaie?
Ah, mais moi, peut-être que je peux.
Ah, mais tu as le flash sur
Get
l'iPad?
pictures and I don't know if he's still doing it.
And it's still broadcast on
So
YouTube.
it's live streaming to YouTube right now. So anyone online can tune in.
I think we had a record of 0 viewers.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
we didn't tell anyone. We're in the experimental phase.
Yes.
Just trying to make sure it could actually work.
We have
Absolutely.
to know that, yeah. Moi, je sais.
Intéressant.
Pas de flash, c'est.
Ah, what's that?
Tu crois?
Je sais pas, demande.
And now the clouds are really moving.
Yep.
Okay.
This is what we thought we'd have all night long, so we were really lucked out.
Non, mais t'entends le bruit qu'il fait?
Je vois que
Ah, regarde, ça marche avec
Okay.
le flash. Je peux
Is
voir.
that either a plane?
Ah, c'est la voiture.
Or the...
Ça m'énerve.
Okay, I just saw
Quelle
a
nuit?
light
What is
over
it?
there. You see that lump of trees? Right about there, there's this
On peut ou pas alors le flash?
Je sais pas, j'ai pas de flash, moi.
Si t'as un flash. Le gars, j'ai pas compris ce qu'il m'a dit sur le flash là-bas. Bon, au pire, j'en fais.
Je sais pas, j'ai pas. Oh, tu
m'as
m'as.
crazy.
Oh, that is. Yeah.
Pardon.
Yep, gotta be careful with camera flashes at star parties.
J'ai pas le droit.
It messes up people's eyes when you get adjusted to the darkness. Yeah. So
Just go 3, 2, 1, and then so people will know.
Mark said if it was a big, like earlier, people would have come after you to turn it off.
We forgot our pitchforks, so...
Yeah, that's what he
So you're
said,
safe
pitchforks.
So here's...
Oh, you're good now. Oh, you're good.
It's okay.
now.
Everybody's
Oh,
passing
yeah.
out.
Kind of awkward.
With my iPad, it's not a good picture.
So should I try again?
Well, thanks for sharing.
No problem.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's really cool. Do you want another?
That's okay. I don't want people to be.
Oh, no, no, they won't get mad at you.
We've already lost our eye. Guys, if...
It's getting cloudy now. It's okay.
I was so cool on the phone.
Do you want a picture to say good?
Did you get a good picture of it?
No, that's okay. I don't want, yeah.
Go ahead, take.
No, I don't want. I can't.
But
all the pictures. See, most of the people have.
plus, we can
left.
always send you... We've got the images already taken. If you guys want, we can send it to you guys.
Oh, neat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's kind of with the clouds.
Yeah, you can see the clouds.
Yeah.
Well, step over here so they can see. Watching the
Oh,
clouds move
look
across
at
the
the
moon.
clouds.
Oh
It
yeah.
looks spooky.
Oh,
Oh, you can see it moving.
so cool.
That is cool.
Yeah. What are they? The clouds?
Yes.
Yeah.
Be,
Because if you look up there,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Joy, come and see the clouds move in front of it. Doesn't it look like a film noir? It does.
Now it's really.
Yeah. Do you want me to get a picture of you two girls, though, right by a telescopes in them so you can put it in your scrapbook?
Oh, yeah.
It's just one okay.
That's a good reason.
One okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want my ugly face.
We'll put it
I've got a bag.
So you just have
No, that's for me.
You have to press.
You press first.
You have to press just a little bit, and after. Oh, thank you.
That's the button that you press to take the photo.
So, but you
Let me have your pen. I'll take
Okay.
one with
No,
your pen.
when it's adjusted.
Are you out?
No,
sounds good.
no, no. I no flash, so I can.
And you should better, if you can look through this
Oh,
one,
you can't-
you
it
post
doesn't have a
one
flash?
when you-
No, you can see anything.
But it
Yes,
will
there, I
work
see.
anyway.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I saw.
Look,
I can.
Oh yeah,
Tu veux te mettre sur le flash aussi là normalement?
Non, mais on s'en fout, avec ton truc.
Tu veux te mettre avec?
Okay, you, Lou
Bah, avec vous,
and
avec toi.
Camille.
Allez. Yeah,
Et
let's
de
go.
l'autre côté, hein.
We have Lou and Camille, one on each side. With a pretty telescope.
So. Oh! Wow.
Was there a flash? I didn't see a
I
flash.
think it's okay.
Oh, you know what? I forgot
Now
to say
they're done for the night. Their eyes won't be able to see
Go get the pitchfork.
Where's my pitchfork?
Well, we've got to run on that note. So.
That's right.
That's kind of.
Yeah, how's
Is
that
it
look?
good? Is it
Kind of
better?
blue,
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not
Nice.
blurry.
Nice.
Blue.
Nice.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Not blurry.
Not bad.
And if you guys want the
I'm not sure.
photos,
Yeah. So how do we do that?
Yeah.
So we have to go on YouTube, right? To take the
or
video?
or that,
We'll
or
send them to you.
yeah, I can send you now if I press the right button.
She likes this part of it better than the indoor part. But, you know, she has a short attention span too. She likes to go from one thing to the next.
Now that's the
You can
convenience
send
of
them right from
technology.
the.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Oh, the very clear one was nice, yeah. Like the. Like the yeah.
You want this one?
Ah, it's cool, yeah. And you have one when you see them. How do you call when it makes like
What?
holes in the white?
The bars here?
Holes?
No.
Oh, the craters?
Yeah,
Yeah,
craters.
oh, craters. Okay, yeah, we would say the same. Crater. Yeah, this.
That's cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you nailed.
Okay, sure. Wait, should I put mine and I
Yeah.
send them to you?
Or-
And
Yes.
Okay.
Does that
And
sound
just-
good?
You can do yours and then carbon copy below. Lose.
And then you all can just send it to us.
Oh, she will send me.
Yeah, I'll do that afterwards.
It doesn't
And if you press the right button, it'll brew coffee.
That would be good.
I knew that button.
Yeah.
Next week, right?
I've only had one cup today.
I've had none, so.
Oh my gosh, and you're alive.
Wow.
Okay, should
I think the
sit
cups
down?
from last night carried over.
You want to put? Hold on.
I don't know.
Lou, do you want one?
Yes.
If you do, put it.
Or you can just.
Yeah, but she
No.
can
I
send me.
can do that, yeah.
Oh, you just
Do
send
you
it.
want to
Okay.
choose? I can
okay.
send it to
You
you.
can send it to me too. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Forward.
she will send to me and I will send to you.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
Thank you all so much.
Well,
That
yes,
was
thank
so
you for
great.
sharing.
It's our
No problem.
pleasure.
Thanks for coming out.
Yes, thank you for coming out.
Yes, it was
So interesting.
well worth it.
How many
It
do
was.
y'all have on a night like this normally? How many people?
Guests.
Well, so at this location, this is actually my first time here, so I don't know, but I was told this
This is
was a
our
pretty
first time.
big turnout. Maybe not the biggest, but like up there near the top.
They had 15 scope. Were you here for this number?
Yeah.
15.
15 telescopes and like 80 people. Were you in the
We got here late.
presentation?
We got
So you got
here
here
late.
late.
Yeah.
Okay, there were like 80 people, 88, 90 people in the presentation.
That is great.
Yeah, but then we're from the Cincinnati Observatory, and during our open houses, we could have hundreds of people at those, and
Or 5?
or
Yeah.
5. Well, during the special events, it's usually hundreds. During our regular Thursday and Friday programs, it could be anywhere from 40 to 5. And then I run stargazes out at Stone Lick State Park. I'm not sure. You guys from Kentucky or Ohio?
We're from Louisville.
I can
we're
pull
from
up-
France. So.
Okay, so yeah,
Here.
so it's 30 miles or so
Here we go.
east of Cincinnati, in Ohio, and
So.
the sky is darker than what we have right now, and at those
So,
we could have 100.
This is
people
where we
on a
are
good
right
day.
now.
Yeah.
Well, what are your all's names?
I'm Aaron.
Aaron, nice to meet
We're-
you. I'm Lisa.
Pleasure.
Based out of
This is Aaron.
Aaron?
around here.
Pleasure to
Yeah, we
meet
were
you.
going to come up
Okay.
there tonight, and then Lisa found out that there was a private wedding or something.
Yes,
tonight.
someone
So to
rented
meet
Then
the place out for a
all the
wedding.
way out, and here is Stone
I
Lick.
haven't been
I love
to the
that
observatory
How do you
yet.
call it?
Well, yeah, so
Stone Lick Park.
if you're
Stone
not
Lake
doing
Park.
anything
Okay.
tomorrow afternoon, we do have Sunday history
Nice.
tours.
The 1 to 4.
Uh-huh.
We would love to, and we're gonna try, but there's so many activities we got crammed
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
That's true,
But
yeah.
yeah, we've never done sun gazing.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
not every day you can look at the sun
Or
without
rain.
hurting your eyes.
Right. Sun gazing sounds really cool.
Definitely,
Yeah.
if you folks are visiting from France, you definitely got to see The Cincinnati Observatory was the first world-class observatory this side
And
of
the
the
only
Atlantic
one actually
Ocean.
we admit to.
Yeah.
This side of the Atlantic Ocean, founded in the 1840s, and we still have our original telescope from 1845.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It is. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Really
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Our pleasure. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
This
is my wife, Lisa.
Again, thank you. I hope you guys get to visit the observatory. And if so, reintroduce yourself that you were here tonight.
Okay. We will. That sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you all for sharing.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Oh look, a perfect darkness.
Hey.
I was going back through some of the other photo. I'm just going to stop this.